What's up, y'all? It's T-Turn. Today we're looking at more of y'all's theories for Pokemon in 2024. Let's go. Scarlet and Violet Galar DLC. Keep them coming. We never letting this go. Hey, T-Turn, I've been watching the theory vids and a couple things have stuck out to me. Personally, I'm finding the possibility of additional Scarlet and Violet content this year a lot higher with this stall year theory. Throughout the main story, and especially so within the epilogue, Penny's father never gets such a direct mention, which felt especially odd given that Clay was directly mentioned in new pieces of dialogue with Lacey. Yeah, with Nemona and Lacey. But you see, they don't gotta answer every single mystery, right? It's a interesting thing to only imply stuff sometimes, and it's been pretty well implied with Penny. This felt like a weird exclusion since the epilogue would have been the perfect place to put such a dialogue if it's supposed to be wrapping up Scarlet and Violet. So I see what you're getting at. You think there should be a proper mention that Penny's father's Peony. Apparently I'm saying that wrong. I'm gonna keep saying it like that. But that was the dialogue. That whole Advent Tour thing was the reveal. Maybe I'm seeing it in the wrong lens, but that felt like pretty epilogue vibes to me. Plus, the new Peach Run lore video didn't really give off a we're finished with this game vibe. This kind of makes me think a Galar visit, specifically to the Crown Tundra, could be likely where a dialogue exchange somewhere along the lines of, wait, Penny, he's your dad, after Peony does something very silly could take place. Wow, that is pretty fire. You see, since the Crown Tundra is already made in 3D, it should be not too much work to translate that over for Scarlet and Violet compatibility. So that could be a pretty low effort, still would take a lot of effort, way for them to push out new content. Right, and the Crown Tundra was entirely wild area, so it's already ready for that whole 3D panning. You know, unlike the normal areas in Galar, which your camera is locked, the whole Crown Tundra actually isn't locked. Y'all know where I stand with this whole third DLC crap, but you guys have a lot of fire ideas. This would be something Game Freak could do. The Regis in Scarlet and Violet. Hey Tita, big fan of the vids. I don't know if this has been brought to your attention yet, but of all the legendary Pokemon in the Indigo Disc, the only ones that are strangely missing but still in the code are the 3 Regis. Technically all 5. Okay, so they're saying Reggie, Lucky, and Regidrago were originally in the code secretly just so you could transfer it when Pokemon Home went active, but then as of the Indigo Disc, they also made the other 3 Regis in the code. So the question is it a setup for something? Could you imagine they do another free content drop where you get to find the Regis? After watching your video about potential trickles of DLC for 2024, could it be possible we get some sort of Reggie story? Yeah, if you fuse this with the last one we looked at, where you go to like a small part of the Crown Tundra, just that Reggie section, and you get to uncover the Regis, I guess you could like uncover all 5 Regis that way. Would be a pretty copy and paste of the Crown Tundra though. But here's the question, right? I'm wondering why they would have left them out of the legendary snacks quest. What are your thoughts? So of the 25 statics in the game, if they were to add the Regis in the code, you would imagine they would have been static encounters too, but they're not. Maybe you could chalk it up to option A, where they actually plan to have Regi caves around the region. You know, very low quality ones. I'm not saying they would have done something crazy, but they scrapped it last minute. Cause I mean, like pretty much, you know, you go to Snacksworth and he says, I found this weird cave by the waterfall. And it would be like the Regice cave. Because that's like the only way you can encounter Reggie, right? They're always locked away somewhere. So maybe Game Freak, they're planning it and they're like, bro, this takes too much effort, scrap it. And that's why they're still remaining in the code. Or 2, if we want to get our tinfoil hat out. They're preparing for trickles, you know, potential content for Scarlet and Violet in the future. There will not be a 3rd and 4th DLC. Hey T-Tar, I'm certainly in favor of having new games rather than a DLC. Chances are, based on Ku's hints, that we'll have a Legends Johto game. I'm hoping, dude. I know everyone wants Unova, but I really want... Listen, you're gonna get the original dragon either way. Let's just get the original dragon in a modern Unova game, and let's get that Legends Johto. So yeah, chances are based on Kusins that we'll have Legends Johto that somehow connects both Kanto and Johto, like what they did in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and have it an open world concept rather than Arceus. Okay, they're saying pretty much like Legends Arceus, but maybe you can encounter the Wardens and whatever the nobles would be in whatever order you want. But I will say this. I think if there was a Legends Johto, they would cut Kanto out of that. I mean, that's a lot of work. Making all of Kanto again? Y'all can't even act like you're disappointed. Everyone keep talking about how Kanto gets too much attention. Watch, when they cut it out of this game, people gonna be so mad. There might be a slight chance that they'll be experimenting something by releasing a Unova game within the same year as Legends Johto. Y'all, could you imagine you're from the future of 2024, you're from like November, and you know there's a Johto and a Unova game? Or whatever, you know whatever game is coming this year, man. Come on. Call my phone right now if you're from the future. Alright, I can't share that call. If it is a Unova game this year, it seems likely it might be a remake with the twist. I do not think Game Freak would make the same mistake like BDSP, just based on the reception the game got. Yeah, but BDSP got mad sales! I ain't saying BDSP was good, but selling freaking 15 million copies is insanity. They're absolutely making another BDSP-like game. It would just be better quality. But simple remakes work clearly so far. We gotta see another wave of this. But simple remakes do work. You wanna see this? Watch this. Let's Go Pikachu Eevee. So look at this. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee was on the forefront. Game Freak developed this themselves. So they put their time into this. Look at the sales. As of September 2023, 15 million copies. And Let's Go is older by like 3 years. Listen, I ain't saying I'm happy about BDSP, but I try to be realistic here. So you never know. This year could go where we get Legends Johto and a simple Unova remake. And then next year's when you get the big Unova revisit. All of this just speculation, of course, but hey, we can't sleep on these money makers that Game Freak has set up. Listen, I had my back on Game Freak for BDSP. That's why I've been so mad recently until the Indigo Disc came out. And then I realized, okay, they are putting effort into their games. I legit told everyone when BDSP was coming out, everyone, don't worry, these games are gonna be incredible. Anyhow, make sure y'all shank that like button. 6 weeks remain until that Pokemon Day announcement. What will it be? Legends Johto? IOCA crap? We will see. But either way, Pokemon is stepping their game up. Even if it is Alcia, I think it will be fun. So let's keep positive, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.